like the way you, I like the way you dance for me.
It's suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Toya. I hope you guys are doing well. So of course y'all know by the title of this video I will be doing a prom inspired makeup look. However, you can also use this looks for different occasions like weddings, proms, birthdays, and other special occasions. So I will have my 5th anniversary coming up soon, and so this is one of the looks that I am probably gonna use. So I'm trying out different looks to see which one is gonna work best for me, and this one came out really nice. I really love the way how it looked. So if y'all want to see more about this makeup look, please go ahead and keep watching. So normally I always start off with my brows. I did go in and shave the bottom part of my brow, and I'm just gonna go ahead and line it up using this black eyeliner, and I'm going to fill it in sparsely and then go ahead and brush in the product with a spoolie. And when we're done with that, we're just gonna go ahead with our concealer and clean up the top and bottom part of our eyebrows. I do have an eyebrow tutorial. I don't always do my brows one specific way. When I'm looking for like exotic looks or I want a special look, I always go ahead and stretch out my brows. But like, you know, just on a regular day, I do have a tutorial on how I get my eyebrows done. So this is like, you know, special occasion type of brow. Anyway, so now we're just gonna take that fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the concealer on the top and bottom part, just because I don't want it to look too bright or there's any specific harsh lines on my forehead. So just gonna blend that out, and then we're gonna go ahead and set our face using a primer, and the primer I'm using today is the Rimmel London mattifying primer. When you are going out or you have special occasions and your makeup is gonna be on for a very long time, you always want to make sure that you moisturize first and then go ahead and use your primer. Now I do have oily skin, so I always make sure that I use a mattifying primer. Either in the winter or summer times, it doesn't matter. I always use a mattifying primer. So now that we have the primer on, we're just gonna go ahead and do the face first. I normally do my eyes, but anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my face. So when I'm adding my foundation, I'm starting with this brush, and then I go ahead and spritz it with some setting spray. This allows my makeup to last much longer. So I will avoid, you know, not spritzing your brush first, because if you are going out and you want your makeup to last long, of course you're gonna go ahead and do this extra step just to make sure that your makeup stays put and it stays on much longer. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight using the Better Skin Maybelline concealer, and I'm just gonna put that on my forehead, bridge of my nose, my chin, and under my eyes. And then I'm spritzing my blending sponge again just to make sure that everything sits and stay in place, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend those out. I normally blend underneath my eyes last because I want the product to warm up and, you know, be much more easier for me to move around, and, you know, it lasts for a very long time. When you're blending your concealer, you always want to look up, because it helps your concealer from creasing, and nobody wants their concealer to crease. So always look up when you are blending your concealer. And to set all of those places that I added my concealer earlier, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder in the shade 330. So to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the shade 40, and this shade is not exactly my skin complexion, but because my powder is always light and I just want to make sure that everything looks really nice, I go ahead and use a little bit darker powder for my all over face powder, and then I go in with my contour. So I'm just adding this powder all over my face, and I'm adding it a little bit into where I had added the concealer, just so that, you know, it's not a distinguished mark between light and dark. You know, you want to make it look very seamless. So now I'm just going to go ahead and contour. I added some powder first, and then I'm just going in with this blending brush and I'm blending it out, and then I go over with my face brush again and just blend everything in together so that it looks very nice, you know. So moving on to the eyes, we're just going to go ahead and add some concealer, and I'm going to a more closer natural concealer than the bright concealer that I normally use. And I added some tape on the side of my eyes just to make sure that I have that sharp line. That's the look that I'm desiring today. So I'm going into the Saharan Juvia's Place palette, and I'm using that orange as my transition shade today. And you want to double up, you know. I went into the palette lightly just because I didn't know how bright it was going to be. I just wanted something very subtle. I didn't want it to be too bright, so I'm just dabbing my brush in there very lightly and blending it out. And so I'm stamping this dark black color on the outer corners of my eyes first, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out just to make sure that it's not just one black pitch color on there. You want to blend it out to make it look very seamless and soft. So I'm making sure that I'm not speeding up this part because, you know, I just want you guys to get the gist of what's really going on. I always make sure that I blend. It might take a long time, but you know, that is what it takes for your look to come out really nice. So I always give tips in my videos, and that is another tip for today. Always make sure that you blend out your eyeshadows. Even if it's gonna take long, just go ahead and blend. So I'm adding that orange right back on top of my black eyeshadow that I have there, and I'm adding it right underneath my brow bone. The black was a little bit too standoffish for me. I didn't like it, so I just wanted to cool it down just a little bit with that orange, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. So I'm taking this bright gold color and I'm adding that right next to the black that I had there, and I'm adding it a little bit into the black just to have a smooth transition. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this lighter gold color in my inner tear ducts, and I'm going to blend that light gold and the darker gold together just to make it have a seamless transition. So I'm gonna go in with another blending brush and blend everything together just to make sure that there's no harsh lines and that everything looks very nice and clean. So after all of that blending, we're just gonna go ahead and add some highlight, and I'm highlighting all of the places that I normally highlight, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and add some mascara to my lower lash line. Now before I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my brows. I really want that brow to stand out today, so I'm adding that highlight right under there just to make it pop a little bit more. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my lashes. I do have an eyelash tutorial. I will have it listed up there, so be sure to look out for it. And now for the lip options, I'm doing 3 lip options today. So the first one is this blue, of course. I really love this blue. It's very bright, so if you want something bold, you can always go for this bold blue look. Next, I'm choosing this bright pink, and then I'm going to use this light pink in the center and blend it out. So that is lip option number 2. So for the last lip option today, I am going to go ahead and do something that is very universal. I'd suggest just a dark brown lip liner. I'm using black here, but I do suggest using a brown. Put some pink lipstick in the middle, and then I did top it off with a pink lip gloss. So that is the end of the look for today, guys. I thank you so much for sticking through to the end. So if you are interested in any of these products, I will have them listed down below. The makeup brushes are from BH Cosmetics, so I'll have that listed down below as well. I do have a giveaway on my channel currently, so please look out for it. I will have it attached right here and listed down in the description box. So if you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel right here, and I will have my most previous uploads listed on this side. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.